Why is it getting harder to concentrate? Why do we start 5 tasks but finish none? Why does reading feel harder and even resting feel restless? Researchers around the world have been asking the same question. And while there's no single answer, science is painting a clear picture. Our attention is being pulled apart from many different directions: environmental, biological, psychological, and technological. Let's look at what the research shows. 1. Air pollution and cognitive function. We rarely think of clean air as essential for thinking, but it is. A study from Harvard's T.H. Chan School of Public Health found that exposure to fine particulate matter PM 2.5 significantly reduced cognitive performance in older adults, even when pollution levels were below legal limits. Another study published in Environmental Health Perspectives showed that children attending schools near major roads with higher air pollution scored lower on tests of attention and memory. The takeaway: polluted air doesn't just harm lungs, it clouds the brain. 2. Sleep deprivation and brain performance. In a 2017 study published in Nature Medicine, researchers showed that sleep deprivation disrupts the communication between brain cells, slowing reaction times and weakening focus. Meanwhile, the CDC reports that 35% of American adults sleep less than 7 hours a night, below the recommended amount. Long-term, this deficit impairs the hippocampus and prefrontal cortex, which are crucial for memory and sustained attention. 3. Stress and cognitive overload. We are constantly on edge. Bills, emails, news alerts, family pressure, all of it adds up. Chronic stress increases cortisol, which damages the prefrontal cortex, the brain's focus control center. Yale researcher Amy Arnsten found that stress can reduce working memory and make people revert to impulsive behavior. And it starts early. Studies show that children who grow up in chaotic or stressful home environments are more likely to develop attention problems. According to research published in Pediatrics, early life stress, including neglect, poverty, or unpredictable parenting, can trigger ADHD symptoms, especially in genetically vulnerable children. In other words, the environment shapes attention, often before school even begins. 4. Diet and the gut-brain axis. Poor nutrition doesn't just affect the body, it affects how we think. A 2015 study from the University of Illinois linked high sugar intake to reduce connectivity in the brain's default mode network, a system tied to focus and internal thought. Meanwhile, research into the gut-brain axis shows that a disrupted microbiome caused by processed food and low-fiber diets may affect neurotransmitter balance, influencing mood, attention, and mental clarity. 5. Physical inactivity and mental clarity. Movement fuels attention. In a large-scale review published in Translational Sports Medicine 2020, researchers concluded that even short bursts of physical activity, like 10 minutes of walking, improve executive function and working memory. Yet, the World Health Organization estimates that over 1.4 billion adults globally are physically inactive, increasing not just physical risk, but cognitive decline as well. 6. Shallow thinking and information overload. We're skimming instead of reading, scanning instead of reflecting. According to neuroscientist Maryanne, author of Reader, Come Home, the shift to digital consumption is rewiring our brains. Deep, sustained reading is being replaced by fragmented, shallow thought, and with it, our capacity to think critically. 7. The multitasking trap. We're constantly switching between tabs, tasks, and conversations. But a Stanford study revealed that multitaskers are actually worse at filtering distractions, organizing thoughts, and remembering details. According to researcher Clifford Nass, they're paying a mental price for doing multiple things at once, even when they're not multitasking. It's like training a muscle to twitch, not to focus. 8. Technology and the race for your attention. And finally, the most powerful disruptor. Apps, feeds, and notifications are engineered to hijack attention. Tristan Harris, former Google design ethicist, describes it as a race to the bottom of the brainstem. University of California, Irvine, found that office workers are interrupted every 11 minutes, and it takes over 20 minutes to refocus. And for kids, a 2022 study in JAMA Pediatrics linked high screen time with increased symptoms of inattention, even when accounting for other factors. This isn't just distraction, it's design. So no, your focus didn't just disappear. It's being stolen by pollution, poor sleep, stress, processed food, digital overload, and a $1 trillion industry built on distraction. But research also shows attention is a muscle. We can train it, protect it, rebuild it. The first step is understanding what's been taken and why.